everything out here is dark.
Wow.
So
Well,
I'm on my phone, champ.
Hey, look, like we say, Lewis, you know the motto. You got to do what you got to do, champ. You know it is what it is, man. Hey, look, guys, if you just getting in, look what we got here with us. I'm gonna start from the bottom left and move my way over, man. We got my man Dirk Curry, man, in the building with Jalil Major Hackett, man.
What's going on, everybody,
fellas?
man? Thanks for having us, man.
How y'all doing?
We hanging in there, champ.
Man, ain't too much of nothing, man. How y'all doing, man? Cadoza, I hate Cadoza. Let's start off talking shit already. Cadoza clutch, baby.
Yeah, man, that's my alma mater, man. I love him to death.
That's right.
I know that. I went to McKinley, man. So, man, let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you right on the back. How they stop you from getting in trouble, man? At Cadoza.
Man, it was more of a like, you know, I just used to be chilling for real. You know, I didn't really get into too much. You know, of course, as a teenager, you're gonna do your fair share of stuff, but yeah, I ain't really get into too much. At least I ain't get caught getting into too much.
It's a difference.
That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna piggyback off Big Fella, man, with Jalil, man. I'm just curious, how did you get into boxing?
So I used to, when I growing up, I played football. My dad used to coach football and stuff like that. But like when we didn't have our football season going on, my dad trained fighters, and I used to go in the gym with him and stuff like that. And one year after football season was over, I was like, I'm gonna try boxing and see how I like it. And I liked it, and I said, man, I'm gonna do it for like a few years, and if I don't want to do it no more, I'm gonna just stop. And you know, by the time I got 10, 11 years old, I was knee deep into boxing, and by the time I turned 13, I had quit playing football completely just to focus on boxing.
Damn, you quit it like that?
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm trying to prioritize it. Is if you can be good at both or you can be great at one. I was like, man, I'm gonna be great at boxing.
Yeah, man. So how is it being trained by your father? Because you know a lot of these fathers that train their kids, they're getting under scrutiny, man. What's going on?
Man, I feel like we of course there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, but we always try and find common ground with the situations that we do. You know, the more and more I'm into my career, he's starting to treat me more and more as if I'm a young man. You know, of course I'm always be his son, but you know, he gave me a little bit more leeway on a lot of things because he said, you know, at some point he's not gonna be here, and these decisions that I'm gonna have to learn how to make on my own.
That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna piggyback off Lewis again with the question with the father and son relationship, the trainer and fighter. What did you think about Porter, his father, stopping the fight? What was your thoughts on that? I want to Dirk, you can answer after Jalil on this question because I wanted to get your thoughts too, but I want to get Jalil's thoughts on that first.
I know when I watched the fight, I had called my dad after the fight. I was like, man, what you think? And he let me talk first. I know me personally as a fighter, I always tell my dad, you gotta let him put me to sleep. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. If I look like I'm hurt, don't stop it because I ain't hurt for real. But he was telling me, he was like, you gotta think about it though, Jalil. Before you my fighter or anything, you my son. You know, I got your best interest. And you know, God forbid you get hit with a shot and you a straight vegetable, ain't nobody gonna take care of you. Yeah, he said I'm gonna be the only one there. So it's like I felt where he was coming from with that, but I know me as a fighter, I feel like give me a chance to defend myself before you just throw the towel in.
All right. What you think, Derek?
Man, it's tough. I honestly think that I think he could have kept fighting. I mean, that's your son first. But you know what kind of dog you got inside your son. And the kind of fighter that Sean is, I don't think he was hurt. And I just think that the comments after the fight that Kenny made. I think they should have been held from the press if that's how he felt.
Yeah. The same way.
It kind of left your son out there on the island by himself. But at the same time, that's his dad. He knows his son. Because my thing, if you felt your son wasn't prepared for that fight, why go in the fight? If you felt that during training camp it wasn't something right, it should have been addressed during training camp, or he shouldn't have fought. But I don't think Sean was hurt. I don't think he was hurt to the point where it would have been any damage. And it goes back to, I remember being in Sean Bay corner at one of his, I believe his last fight actually, against who's Sean? Paul Williams.
Okay, I remember that fight.
You know, Sean Bay was older. I mean, his career was pretty much, you know, at the end. Paul Williams was young, and Paul Williams was throwing 110, 20 punches around. And, you know, I never forget in the corner, his manager, Nate, came over and told us, he said, man, don't let Charlie get hurt in there. And, you know, at that point, you know, we knew at that point Sean Bay couldn't win the fight. I mean, it was just evident. I mean, realistically, he couldn't win the fight. And it stand a chance of him getting hurt. I think he got knocked down 2 times, maybe even 3 times. And at that point, it was a decision we had to make where do we go up there and stop the fight on the apron, or do we let it continue? And at that point, it's like your health is more important than you going out on your shield sometimes. I look at Deontay Wilder. I think what Mark Breland did was the right thing. I understand you want to go out on your shield, but your health, you always got the next day. Exactly. You always got the next fight.
Exactly.
But it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, that is real tough, man. So we got a lot of people up in here. Hit the like button while y'all in here. We got DC's own Hackett up this joint. Ready to get these questions. Miss Monica want to know, who is your biggest inspiration?
Honestly, one of my biggest inspiration has been is a kid that I know. We call him JJ, and he has I forget what it's called. It's called something. It's like a bone imperfection, to where certain bones don't grow the correct way, and you know, so it keeps him from doing what most little kids love to do. But he don't let that affect, you know, his mental psyche. You know, he's still upbeat. You know, he in a little wheelchair. Somebody talked about him in his wheelchair, he right back at him. Like, he don't care. His confidence on 1 billion. And yeah, you know, he really inspired me to, you know, no matter what's going on or how hard it is, you know, just stay myself. So yeah, he's been a big inspiration recently.
Yeah, that's sweet there, man. Hey, look, 3 pro fights. Then you go sign with the money team, Floyd Money Mayweather. What was your thoughts when you say, damn, I'm about to sign with Floyd Mayweather? What you was thinking about, man?
Man, it was more of a, I guess you can honestly say it's every fighter's dream, you know, to be a professional fighter. But to sign with Floyd, it was just unreal, man. When I first signed, I was actually in the gym when they announced it, like on all the social media platforms, and I just was sitting there. I was just sitting there for about 30 minutes. I was like, man, my phone was blowing up like crazy. I had to cut my phone off because I'm like, man, bro, I just couldn't believe it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's something, man. To go from your third fight to signing with the money team. But I was looking at some video, man. I think it was the video with your audition tape, kind of like when you go to Hollywood, audition for a part. When you was auditioning for Floyd, man, walk us through that whole mindset, man. When you first got in the ring and you knew that Floyd, because you know Floyd he's very vocal in these type of episodes where he's telling you what to do, what not to do. What was that like, man, auditioning for Floyd, man?
He actually signed with Mayweather Promotions before he turned pro, before he actually had a pro
thanks
fight.
For clearing that up, Dirk. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, I was about to say I was just about to get to that. But as far as him watching me fight in my most recent fight, that was the first time he seen me fight in a professional fight in person. You know, when I fought my pro debut, he was the main event of the card. So he didn't get to see me fight. My second fight, you know, I was fighting at home back in DC. He wasn't at that one, but the third one, you know, I ended up being a swing bout. And when I was about to walk out, he was walking past to go to Tank's press conference. He was like, "Young, you ain't fight yet?" And I was like, "Nah, they put me at a swing bout." And man, he told his whole entourage, "Hey, turn around. We about to go watch Youngin fight." And yeah, so that was big.
Damn, that is big right there. But hey, Dirk, let me ask you, man. 140 amateurs wins, 19 losses in the that's a lot of fights, champ.
That's a lot of fights.
A whole lot.
You know, hey, he put the work in. You know, and actually the 19 losses, about 15 of them, he fought the guys that he lost to and ended up beating them after that.
Revenge.
But you know, from day one, I was impressed with Jalil when I first met him, met his dad. And I always tell people this story. You know, what impressed me the most is after I watched him spar and work out, you know, when we all sat down and talked, and just his level of intelligence, his humbleness, that's what really impressed me, because it's a lot of guys out here that can box and play ball, but you know, where's their mind at? You know, where's their focus at? And that's what really impressed me with Jalil and his dad.
Yeah, man, that's something that's hard to come by, man. I'm proud of the young guy in the ring with the accomplishments that he's already accomplished. But what blew me away was, and stop me if I'm wrong, high school, 4 years, you did it in 2.5 years at a 3.5 average. That blew me away, because not only is he an athlete, he's a scholar too. So people out there, if y'all listening, man, take heed to that, man, because what that says is he's a well-rounded young fella. And I would imagine that would be one of the reasons why Dirk really, like he said, like he really, really took heed to him. And that's real easy to take heed to when you get a young guy like
that whole graduating early thing was big to me, because I'm a competitor. You know, my dad graduated high school at 16. I got a sister. She graduated when she was 16. So I was like, man, I'm trying to be better than them. You know, if it was up to me, I would have graduated in the 10th grade.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, and then I take pride in, you know, being the best and stuff, you know. So yeah, I don't want nobody to be running around saying, you know, he one of them dumb boxers.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. So who keep you humble? The guy on the left or the big guy, the dad? Who keep you humble, Pat?
Honestly, it's my siblings.
Okay.
It's definitely my siblings, because you know, with me having a big fan base, you know, like when I go out to certain places, well, really honestly, anywhere I go, people always, you know, ask me, "Oh, you Jalil Hackett," or they ask for a picture and stuff. You know, sometimes that might get people a little bit big headed, and it might get to me a little bit sometimes. But then I snap back to reality when my mother say, "Boy, I don't care who you is, you gonna take this damn trash out." Or one of my siblings, they be like, you know, shit, I don't care who you are. I remember back when we was little, we used to share the same bed.
Yeah.
Man, they'll humble you. Them siblings will humble you real quick.
Hey, real quick, man. No cut, God. You know where we from. They don't play, man. They just want to speak their mind,
Not one
man.
bit.
Exactly, man. Hey, Miss Sexy want to know, what things or tricks did you pick up from any boxing greats that helped you now?
I've honestly, throughout my whole like amateur career and in the pros, I've got a chance to be around a lot of, you know, soon to be Hall of Famers or actual Hall of Famers. So I've learned a lot from them. You know, they secrets for a reason. So yeah,
that's right. That's right. So my question to you, man, the word on the street is you had some sparring sessions with Tank Davis, man. I'm just curious of what you learned from it and what was it like?
I know I want to thank Tank and Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, because they really vouched for me heavy when it came time for me to sign with Mayweather Promotions. And I know I helped him get ready for when he fought the New Year's guy when he had his homecoming fight in Baltimore. I helped him get ready for the Mario Barrios fight. Oh, hold on, I skipped over one. I helped him get ready when he fought Gamboa as well. But the most recent one I helped him get ready for, like I said, the Mario Barrios one, we actually did 15 rounds. And man, it was work. It was work, man.
It was work.
And, that man Tank, he a different breed. He definitely a different breed.
Yeah, he is, man. Hey, has COVID affected any one of y'all any different way, any kind of way, man?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's affected the whole world, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up until December of 2021, I was fortunate enough to not have caught COVID. But yeah, last Christmas I decided to go and give out gifts to the homeless, give out gifts, give out food. And, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. When it got tested, the next day it tested positive. So I was like, man. But yeah, man, the COVID has been affecting everybody, you know, with fights being canceled, fights being postponed. But I haven't let it discourage me. I still grind. You know, I'm in the gym right now. I'm still in the gym.
That's right.
Without a date, I'm still getting it done.
That's right.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
That's right. I like that, Derek. I like that, man. Well, my next question is for you, Derek. How did you get into management and scouting? How did you get into that?
Well, you know, Sean Bay Mitchell is my best friend of 40 years.
So you know we had him on the show, right?
Yeah.
Man, that interview was a fool, boy. You gotta go watch it.
Yeah, me and Sean Bay were together today, actually. But you know, I started off as a basketball star, actually, and blew my knee out in the New York Knicks training camp. And so I've always been around boxing, been around Sean Bay, been around Kenny Wills, who managed Sean Bay initially, around Nate P. And from there, started being around Floyd. Actually, me and Floyd got cool when Sean Bay fought Floyd. So that whole week leading up to the fight, all our families, everybody was hanging together, and we just got cool. And so after a while, it's just being around Floyd and being around Leonard. I mean, Leonard is one of my best friends. And, you know, they said, hey, you know, you've been around this sport, you know the game. Why don't you start scouting some of the fighters in your area? Y'all got good fighters. Mm-hmm. And so a friend of mine actually reached out to me and kept reaching out to me for about 8 months, telling me about Jalil. Him and Jalil's dad were real cool. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get around to it. He finally called me one day and said, man, I just talked to his dad again. Give him a call. So I gave Bernard a call, Jalil's dad, and we talked, set up a time for me to come over to the gym to watch Jalil. And I was impressed with what I saw. And so from that point on, I called Leonard and Floyd that night and told them about Jalil. And, you know, we stayed and said, look, stay in contact with him, you know, and let's just see where we can go. Because at the time, Jalil was 15. So it wasn't a whole lot we could do right then and then. But I told Jalil and Bernard, look, Mayweather Promotion interested in you. We're gonna sign you. Just be patient, you know, stay the course, and everything gonna work out, you know. And you know, a lot of naysayers was like, oh man, Mayweather Promotion ain't gonna sign y'all, and you know, all that. You know, I just let people talk. You know, because they're not on the inside, so they don't know what's going on with us behind the scenes. And it just happened. So it worked out perfect.
Exactly, man. Hey, look, explain to the people that's watching, man, how do that shit really work, man? Like they call you, they send you and say, look, or you call them and say, look, I see a prospect, man. He real good, man. When do you see him? Do you send them film? Do you take them out to spar, watch them spar? How do that process work?
Yeah, you know, first it's word of mouth. I communicate things to them, and then I might shoot them some film of the fighter. And then eventually we'll try to set up where we get them out there to spar out in Vegas, or if Leonard's in town, we'll go over to the gym and set up, the sparring. And from there, if it's somebody that we're really, really interested in, then, we follow through on it. Unfortunately, everybody's not going to be a Jalil Hackett. Everybody's not going to be a fighter that Mayweather Promotions is interested in, but it's other promotion companies out here. I mean, it's different levels. So, Jalil is blessed with superior talent from a young age, and he's reaping the benefits of it now.
Yeah, he sure is. He is definitely benefited, man. So my next question for Jalil is, when did you know you arrived, man? Every athlete, every fighter knows it's either a sparring session or a fight, a part of a fight, when you realize, like, damn, I'm really good with this. Can you kind of walk us through? You remember that? Can you kind of walk us through that?
I can honestly say the first time I ever had to fight at a tournament without my dad coming with me. This was I had been fighting for a while, so I was probably about 12, and I had to go to the Junior Golden Gloves in Mesquite, Nevada, but my dad couldn't come. He had a lot of stuff going on at work. It was a real busy week for him, and he tried to take off. They was like, "No, you can't take off for no boxing tournament." Yeah. So he was like, man, he sent me out there, and his mind was we was on the same team. We was on the same type of time, Just go out there, do your best, just do what you gotta do. And he sent me out there. He was like, when you get out there, such and such should be out there, get them to work your corner. And I was like, all right, cool. So I can honestly say every night I probably had a different person work my corner. I fought out of the whole tournament. I fought 3 nights. But yeah, so night 1, called my dad. I'm like, yeah, I gotta buy. Da 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 da. He was like, all right, cool. So night 1 out the way. And then night 2 come and catch another buy, because I had weighed in that morning, but the person I was fighting didn't make weight. So basically it was like another buy. Night 3 comes, I'm looking, I'm like, Dad, who am I gonna get to work my corner? And he was like, man, find somebody. And so I just got somebody to work my corner, and they were just basically giving me water. I was like, man, I ain't listening to nothing you gotta say. Just give me water. At this
point, you like, I got this.
Yeah. Night 4 and night 5, I had Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt work my corner. Mm-hmm. And of course, if Buddy McGirt tell you something, you listen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Buddy. Every time I come back to the corner, I'm like, yeah, Buddy, what you see? He was like, man, just keep doing what you're doing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I ended up winning the tournament. Came home. My dad was real proud of me. I was telling him, I was like, man, shit. I had Buddy in my corner. He was telling me the same stuff that you be saying. So it was just like having him out there. But yeah, after that tournament, I definitely knew, like, I had a future in the sport.
Yeah, there you go.
Man. Exactly. Let me get some of these questions, man. Lorenzo Jackson say, "What's up, Dirk? This is Zoe." Man, I can't wait to see Jalil fight again. He's definitely the future of boxing. He's going to be a world champion real soon.
What's up, fella? How you doing, man? Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Jalil definitely going to be a world champion one day.
Yes, indeed.
We got a plan for him. And actually, we got a fight day coming real soon.
Oh, okay.
So look for him to be back in the ring very soon.
All right. Eric say, what motivates you for your career? A lot of people say money. They come to the family, but what's that going to take you to the top?
Honestly, I feel like it's the team around me, and my grind. I'm always in the gym. Even when I ain't got no fights coming up, I'm always grinding. I'm always in the gym. I'm always looking to improve. So I feel like that's what's going to get me to the top.
Oh, there you go. Can you name some fighters who you sparred that gave you a workout and also showed you something you never saw before or learned what not to do? necessities?
I know one that I can say most recently. When I got a chance to go to camp with J-Rock, Julian Williams. That man, he's a technician, especially on the inside. You know, I learned a lot. I thought I had a great inside game. And he told me, he was like, man, you know.
It's levels
Hey,
to
you
it.
know what? He do got a good inside game, though,
do.
J-Rock.
He really does.
He was like, he was telling me, he said, bro, at your level that you're at, with only, at the time, I only had 2 pro fights.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying, you know, that's great. You know, I wouldn't expect somebody with 2 pro fights to be able to do the stuff that you do. But, you know, me, a former world champion, is a difference. It's definitely levels. And
undisputed world champion.
Yeah, hey. I learned a whole lot from J-Rock in the time I spent at camp with him. So
that was beautiful. It was beautiful sparring.
Yeah, I definitely
because J-Rock is so professional. Mm-hmm. You know, he ain't out there trying to knock nobody head. He's a technician, just like Jalil said. And you have 2 technicians in there working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I totally agree with that, man. If you learn the inside from him, your inside game gonna be up to par. That's for damn sure.
Yes, it is.
They can say whatever they want about him. He got a good inside game. And Monica want to know, who would you like to fight in the future?
Honestly, you know, when we get to the belt point, you know, when we're in a title hunt, a lot of people like to say, I want to fight that guy. I want to fight that guy. I'm all about the belts, you know. Who got the strap that I want?
Okay. Strap season.
Yeah.
If you got it, we want it.
Oh, man. Hey, look, my next question would be for Dirk, man. Maybe you can clear this up, man. It's a lot of ducking that goes on in boxing. You can chime in on this too, Jalil, when Dirk finished. Is it more than meets the eye with the ducking? Is it politics? What is it, man? Because, you know, sometimes I be back and forth with it. So, man, maybe you can shed a little light on that, because they say ducking in boxing. Does it exist?
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of the words ducking come from the fighters, but a lot of those fighters don't understand. And I know they putting it out there to try to talk themselves in the fight, but they have to understand the business side of it. It's business first. If the fight don't make sense to a promotional company or a Showtime network or pay-per-view, then they're not going to make the fight. What we might think, or what the fighter may think makes sense, it doesn't make sense from the business standpoint. And it might just be a timing thing, that at that time, it's not a good fight. I'll give you an example. Today, I was looking at looking at something on YouTube about Devin and Cambose's fight, and possibly fighting over in Australia. Well, right now, Australia is on a lockdown.
Exactly.
So Cambosis wants the fight to be over there. What sense does it make from a business standpoint to have the fight over there if you're not going to have people buying tickets in an audience? That's revenue that's not going to be made. So yes, is it politics in boxing? Yes, it's politics in the whole world. You know, but it's also what makes sense. But is it ducking still? Oh, of course it's ducking.
Okay.
It's a lot of ducking. You know, you can't say you want to fight these people and jump out there when you're a weight class, 2 weight class below them, but you really not trying to move up to fight these guys. Or if a guy's below you and you saying, well, I'm trying to fight him. Okay, well, lose the weight and go down to that weight class and fight him. So it is some ducking going on too.
Thanks for clearing that up, man.
A lot of ducking going on.
A lot of it, baby. Quack, quack.
Man. This social media, man, you know, people can be who they want. They can be anybody in the world, but the people really can look through it and know who ducking who.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Jalil?
Honestly, like basically what Derek said, if a guy's ducking, you'll kind of know the difference between him ducking and it's more of a promotional issue.
Okay.
That's how I feel on it.
Hey, point blank. Eric said you have an impressive amateur resume. Is there anyone from the amateurs you could see yourself meeting up and with again in the pros?
It's a lot of guys, especially going towards like the end of my amateur career that I fought. There's a lot of those guys that I could see myself fighting again, because everything, like in the boxing world, everything has a class. Like, you know, those same guys that you were fighting in the amateurs are more than likely going to be the same guys that you're fighting in the pros. Like Danny Garcia and Terrence Crawford fought each other in the amateurs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but Lucian Bute and Triple G, they fought in the amateurs.
Yeah, that's right. Good call, young fella.
Yeah. Amir Khan fought I can't think of his last name. I mean, I can't think of his first name. Last name Dandelion. He's from Cuba. They fought in the amateurs, and the Cuban guy, he actually ended up staying amateur, but you know, Amir Khan ended up turning pro and fighting other guys from the same camp as him. Like, you know, so those same guys that I fought in the amateurs, more than likely going to be fighting them in the pros, and I definitely look forward to it, because you know, they were good fights in the amateurs. They're going to be great fights in the pros, because they're going to go from those 3-minute rounds to 12 3-minute rounds. So yeah, no, it should definitely be, a lot of those fights will definitely be action packed.
A lot of the guys that 147 now, you know, I tell Jalil, me and his dad talk about a lot. Guys like, you know, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, even Earl Spence and Bud Crawford and all them. Jalil only 18, so by the time he gets of age, they're going to be retired.
Yeah.
Moved up to 154.
Yeah.
So that 147 going to be wide open.
Yes.
And then once those guys at 154, they're going to even move up and retire. So, you know, we're gonna run the gamut at 150, 147, 154,
I like that.
160, and maybe 168.
Yeah, Dirk, I'm glad you said that, because if you think and look at his body structure, 5'11", and grip like that, he's gonna be able to carry a weight up into the upper weight classes, man. So yeah, I would like to see that. But that's years and years down the line, man. Right now, I got 4 names for you. Keith Thurman, Crawford, Spence, and Boots Enos. Those 4 guys right there. I know Boots is late to the party, but I'm just clear. I want to get Jalil thoughts and your thoughts too, Dirk. What do y'all think about that? Though that 4-way right there. What you think?
In my opinion, and it might be a little bit biased because, you know, he's like a mentor to me, but Boots Ennis is the best out of the group.
Ooh, okay.
Boots, out of that group of fighters, Boots Ennis is the best. He's the most versatile. He's the naturally bigger fighter out of the vast majority of the group. And, you know, he's a young dog. You know, when you ain't never tasted the feeling of winning a world title before, it make you hungrier than the other guys. Like the other 3 names you listed, they're all former world champions or current world champions. You know, so they've been at the top. They know how the top feels, or they even, like Terrence Crawford, he's currently at the top of the weight division. So he knows how success feels. He knows how being a world champion feels. Boots knows what it feels like to win, but he doesn't know what it feels like to be a world champion yet. So that's gonna make him go a million times harder so he can get there.
All right.
Hey, before y'all had went off, man, I wanted to ask both y'all. I mean, Jalil, what was your toughest amateur fight? Who was the toughest one you fought?
I can't really point out a toughest amateur fight. I know I've had some tough tournaments though, like as a whole. Okay. Like a tournament. I know my last international tournament when I fought in Hungary, when I got the bronze medal, that was very tough. You know, from night 1 all the way to the semifinal night when I lost. It was a very tough tournament. I fought against Hungary, I fought against Russia, I fought against Ukraine, I fought against Uzbekistan. These are all very tough countries, you know. I know I fought against a kid from Norway, and it's like I hit him with some of my best stuff, and it was like he wouldn't stop coming forward. And usually I'm the one coming forward, but he just wouldn't stop coming forward. So it was like, yeah, that was one of real tough tournaments for me. I know when we got back from Hungary, I think I took a solid week off from the gym, just using like, you know, the rehab, the ice baths and stuff like that. Because that tournament took a lot out of me.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you know everybody always have a tough fight at in the amateurs, man. They remember, man. I'm gonna see that dude again. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's one thing I can't say. If it's one person that I know that I would look forward to fighting in the pros, is a guy I fought. We fought twice in the amateurs. He beat me both times.
Oh.
And his name is Joel IHEART. He's from Bakersfield,
Write that
California.
name down, Lou.
Where is it again?
Joel IHEART. We fought
I
twice.
keep these names.
Hey, it was like a deja vu. We fought both times that we fought in the U.S. Championships. The first time I fought him, we fought in the semifinals of the U.S. Championship. Second time I fought him, we fought in the finals of the U.S. Championship. Both times he got me. I know the second time we fought, I thought I did enough to win. I thought I won the fight. They gave him the decision. But yeah, man, that's if anybody. Of course, when I get to the belt point, it's all about the belts. But anybody that I would look forward to fighting, it'll be him because the first fight was a good fight. Second fight, dog fight. But yeah, that's one I would definitely look forward to fighting.
I know that's right, man. Hey, Jamal said, keep your head up, champ. You definitely gonna be a champion one day. Believe that, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Earth was like, oh, he know. We had the rebuttal. We love inside fighters who fight inside, champ.
Yes, we do. Yes,
you already got the outside game. Once you get the inside game, Pat, hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? You see how Dirk's smiling, so he knows.
Yeah, Dirk knows, man.
Yeah. You break them down with that inside game.
Yes, you do.
Exactly. And Miss Section want to know, what was your favorite shot you did to an opponent?
In the pros, in my little 3 fight, my favorite shot was in my second pro fight. The fight that ended it all, I threw like a sweep to the body, like a right hand to the body, and that was the end of it. It's actually a picture from that fight.
Oh, for real?
That got it perfect.
Sweet.
And man, oh my goodness. Yeah, nah,
Derek, when I seen that joint, man, I couldn't eat for a day, man. I was like, God, man, that was like a front liver shot to some degree, man. Dude went straight out.
As loud as it was in the venue, when I threw that shot, it was people who were like sitting like a nice ways away from the ring. They was like, man, we heard him yell. He was like, ah. So I placed that shot perfectly.
No, go ahead, Lou.
Yeah, I wanted to get Dirk thoughts on that 4 that I had named, the 4 Kings, because it seemed like he was ready to get that joint.
Man,
I think his Wi-Fi went out for a minute.
His Wi-Fi went out, man. You know what I mean? But when you said the people in the amateur, what do you think about Devin Haney and Gary Antoine Russell?
I think Devin Haney is definitely barking up the wrong tree.
Tell him, champ.
He definitely barking up the wrong tree, man. You gotta think. Antoine is different from Gary. Gary, he'll box you, but Antoine, he, like I said, a younger fighter is way more dangerous than an older fighter because they, in their mind, they ain't got nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And, trying to get that taste of a world championship.
Mm-hmm.
So you willing to do whatever you got to do to win. And then on top of that, Antoine's a monster puncher. We seen Devin in there with a decent puncher with who's the guy?
Linares.
Well, yeah, with Jorge Linares, when he caught him with that shot, he had me like, wait a minute. And if Antoine gets in that situation, he's not gonna catch you with just one shot. When he throws his hard punches, he throws them in groups. So he might make it a short night.
Oh man, I wish he did. Hey, your first time they told you, champ, you about to be on national TV, what was going through your mind?
I was like, oh shit. It's like, oh, you always tell yourself like it's nothing, until you're there. Then it's like, oh my God. But I always, once I get in the ring, I'm fine. It's just leading up to it, like
Yeah,
that
build
walk.
up.
Yeah, that long walk. Be like, oh Lord. Yeah, but once I get in the ring, it's like all of it go away immediately.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I remember you fought in Miami. I think it was on the Mayweather undercard. You was on that card, right? And
Yeah.
I remember looking at your composure and stuff, man. You seemed like none of that bothered you because in my mind, I was like, damn, this young kid only had but a couple of fights. And I'm like, he fighting on Mayweather undercard. You know, the average kid, that'll rattle him, man. So I was impressed with your fortitude and your mentality in that fight, man. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was more of a like, you know, this goddamn perform. People came to see you put hands on this boy, so you better go do it.
Hey, you know what, Jalil, you're gonna see the people on this show, man. They crazy, they low their box.
I see the comments. Hey, my knuckles don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. They ain't got a little bit of
God. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, boy. Monica said, I will be watching you, okay, Jalil. Fans for yours, man. Hey, your transition from the amateurs to the pro, what's the big difference?
Speed and timing. And them gloves get smaller. Yeah, you know,
that real quick.
You get in there. Even the I guess you could say the lower level pros, they still have is a different timing. Like the shots that you could catch somebody with ease within the amateurs is not that easy to catch a professional fighter with, or you know, different defensive deficiencies that you had in the amateurs, they'll cost you in the pros. You know, you get hit on that chin and that equilibrium get thrown off.
Yeah.
Those 8-ounce gloves is a big difference.
Yes, it is. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and pro fighters are much more tactical, you know. Like I had other pros that I've worked with tell me, you know, before I made my debut, they was like, Youngin, you don't throw enough low blows. I was like, what you mean? Like, man, you know, and when you get deeper into your pro career, you getting them 10-round fights and 12-round fights, you need to throw at least 2 or 3 of them within the first 4 rounds. You know, even if you ain't hitting them in the nuts, you know, you hit them on the hip, hit them on the leg.
Bernard Hopkins, right? Big fella like Bernard Hopkins hit you on the shoulders.
He averaged 1 a day, you know that.
Yeah, no, he said we get to them later rounds, you hitting them joints, you know, hitting the hips, hitting the shoulder, hitting the guy in the arm. After a while, that arm won't go up, or it's harder to move around the ring.
That's right.
You know that's right when you do that, man. Because hey man, it's tough as I don't know what, man. But let me ask you, when you studying, right? What are you looking for? Your next fight? How you studying your opponent?
I look for deficiencies. You know, most people look at what a fighter does good, and they say we're gonna try and stay away from that. Like if they say, "Oh, he got a good hook," we're gonna stay away from this hook side. Me, I look at it as, oh, he may have a good hook, but every time he throws his hook, he loads up. You can see it coming. You know, you can capitalize on for that. Or every time he throws a jab, after he throws a jab, instead of going back to his chin, it goes back to his hip. So you can capitalize off that. I always look at what the fighter does bad instead of what they do good.
Tell him, champ. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Man, this man ain't young, man. This man talking like he's 25.
That's right. We're going to have to check his ID, man, to see if he's really 18, 19 years old, man. We got to check his ID. If y'all just getting in here, man, we got TMT's youngest signee, man, right here, Jalil Hackett, man, DC grown, man. We here kicking it. We ain't going to have him in here for so much long, man. So y'all better get in here and get your questions in. He looking at the board, put the questions up there, man, and come on in. We're going to kick it for a little while longer, man. But my next question to Jalil, man, is when I found out we booked you on the show, I started, you know, going to ask guys who come before you, like my younger brother, Lamont Peterson, Anthony Peterson, and just picking their minds and what their thoughts on you are. Great compliments, man. So when you get those great compliments from guys who've been in wars and fights like that, world champions, what are your thoughts on that when you get those type of compliments?
It means a lot, you know. Growing up as a young kid, I grew up watching Lamont and Anthony go to work. yeah, so getting those type of compliments from them, it means the most. And anytime I'm ever in the gym and I run into Lamont or run into Ant, anything they got to tell me as far as, boxing and bettering myself as a fighter, I'm always open ears, man, because they've been somewhere where I haven't. So.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Hey, this is a question everybody want to know. How do you handle eating food since you are so young? Do you have a chef?
Oh yeah, definitely. When it's camp time, everything, all the way down to the water I drink, is mapped out. So yeah, come camp time, it's of course it's challenging because you gotta make weight and stuff, but yeah, it's not as hard because I have somebody to regulate and control everything.
Oh yeah, you need that right now because I know soon the fight is over. What's the first thing you go grab?
Oh, hey man, I know my personal favorite is a nice steak, a little filet mignon joint, or I go get me a nice big pasta, man. Like, I think in this whole boxing world, I don't think you can name too many fighters that don't go get them a nice little meal after the fight, even a meal that they don't even feel like they need. They just get it because they can.
Yeah. I ask everybody who come on this podcast the same question. What do you think make a boxer great?
Honestly, I think it's the work ethic. No matter how talented a guy is, or how big he is, or how fast he is, how strong he is, if he's not willing to work, My dad always used to tell me, hard work is always gonna beat talent when the talent don't work hard.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. Hey, Lewis, I think Dirk trying to get back in.
Oh, I see him. Okay, my fault.
Yeah. Well, yeah, young fella, man, I'm impressed with you, man. In and out the ring, man. I mean, it's much more we can say, man. I'm just looking.
I'm gonna ask Dirk the same question, man. Dirk, what do you think make a boxer great?
Wow. Hard work and dedication. You got to put the work in. And that's inside the ring and outside the ring. After your fight, you can't let yourself go. You can eat a little bit and enjoy yourself after the fight, but you got to get right back in it. You got to get right back at it. You can't come in and think you can go to the fat farm first before you go in the training camp.
I like the way you put that, Dirk, in the fat camp. I would imagine, man, you know what? I used to throw my hands and box a little bit, but once they told me, Dirk, I wasn't gonna be able to eat what I wanted to eat when I wanted to eat it. Hey, look, hey Jalil, I was like this.
Because you kept it real though, man.
I came up in Kenilworth for Chop Chop. We came up in Kenilworth together. We kind of signed up together. And I don't know how he did it, man. Once I found out I couldn't eat popcorn and all that type of stuff, I was like, man, give me the
man, I'm out.
Man. I'm out.
And Chop still eat whatever you want to eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, Chop might be superhuman, man. Chop been making 130. He been making 135 for longer than I've been living.
Right.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Hey, so I'm gonna ask some questions. Just give me a response. I'm gonna name some names, man. I'm gonna name some names. Keith Thurman.
On the way out the door.
Washed up.
He was great. Hey, when he was in his prime, he was a great fighter, but he's on his way out the door, and I think he knows that too.
Now, y'all know that's my favorite fighter, man. Y'all better watch it. Y'all know that's my favorite fighter, man. You gotta watch it now.
D, I can almost.
He was decent.
Hey, D, I can almost call him decent, but every time it was time to show up, he showed up. So.
Yeah, all right, I got
He didn't show up against Pacquiao, and I was ringside at that fight.
Dirk said that's his opinion, and he's sticking with it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, let's go next. We're gonna go to your man, Boots Ennis.
Bad man.
Boogeyman.
Hey,
why?
Hey, D said it. The boogeyman. Don't nobody want to fight Boots. It's people. I know. It's a few guys that'll get that belt up before they fight him. They vacate before they fight him.
I mean, piggybacking off of Lou, that top four, man, Boots Ennis, man, I'm telling you, That boy got the goods. When I say special, he's special.
Mm-hmm.
He's special.
I hear you. I hear you. You know what I mean? They tell you I don't give people the eye test, man. I wait till he fights somebody that's, caliber opponent, and then I will tell you if he's, he got the goods now. Which if people look at him, they'll say he got the goods, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But till he fight top of, echelon competition, we really won't never know, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
man.
I can honestly say the last fight he fought, it was a relatively big step up. Thomas Delorme was a great fighter. Yeah. And he dismantled him. So
yeah.
Hey, it's not his fault that the top guys at the weight class aren't taking the fights that he offered.
Yeah. I'll say right now he has a special skill set.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like the way Dirk. I'm gonna steal that, man. I'm about to write that down, man. Because we get that kind of traffic every day, man. One thing, me and Big Fella, we disagree on a lot of things on the show, but one thing we stand strong on is we judge fighters for when they fight the big fights. We talk about the level going into a 50-50 fight. We want to see their fortitude be tested in battle. So, and that's what we kind of go off of. Until then, I can give you, like you just said, the skill level. I can give you that, but to give you the mantle, not yet, because you haven't showed it in battle yet. So that's just my take.
Yeah,
exactly. Monica could say, keep them knuckles away from Bud. But since you brought up Bud, because she's the biggest Bud Crawford lover in the United States of America, what do you think about Bud Crawford?
I'll let Jalil go first.
Man, Bud is he's like the older version of Boots. Like if you look at Bud, he's real versatile. He can fight conventional or he can fight southpaw. He's great at making adjustments to your adjustment. It's just I put Boots on a higher pedestal than him because I feel like Boots is a younger guy. He feels out different at 47. He's a bigger guy, and I think Terrence Crawford is on his way out the door. He's looking to retire in the next couple of years.
Wow. Who he sound like, Lou? Who he sound like? Didn't I say the same thing? Yeah. Go ahead, Dirk. What you think about little Bud, Chinny Bud, man?
Bud is a special fighter, a great fighter. I don't think he can beat Spence. I think Spence is just naturally going to be too big for him. From a business standpoint, he's not marketable. From where he comes from, he's just not a very marketable fighter. Now, don't get me wrong. If him and Spence would have fought 2 years ago or so, it is still maybe a good fight, but I don't think he can beat Spence. Mm-hmm. I just don't. I think he's too small.
Hey. Beautiful minds think alike, baby. Beautiful minds think alike.
That's right. So I got a question for both of you guys. You can answer first, Dirk. It's a lot of good things in boxing, a lot of bad things in boxing, but we love boxing for what it is. We take the good with the bad. If you had something that you could fix in boxing, I'm gonna give you 2 things. What would you fix?
Wow, that's
you got. Let me go first. Let me go first on this one, D. Let me go first. If it was something, you would probably never see this happen. But I would break down that barrier between you got top ranked guys only fighting top ranked guys, or Al Haymon guys only fighting Al Haymon guys for the most part. If it was up to me, that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight would have been happened, even though they're on 2 different sides of the table. Yeah, that's the one thing I would change. Just because you're signed to this promotion company don't mean that you can't fight somebody else that's signed to a different promotion company.
Okay. All right. No more in-house.
Yeah,
I think to me, one of the things that they need to change, and I saw this in the fight, the co-main event fight on the Gary Russell and Mark fight last week. They got the judges and the referees, man, they got to vet them better. That guy clearly beat King Tug. He knocked him down. and for the referee to say, even when Jim Gray interviewed him, all he had to say was, you know what? I was out of position. I didn't see it. I see it now on the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it.
That's it.
But did y'all hear him?
I heard
Man,
him. It's embarrassing.
I was doing a fight party on that, announcing the fight. I'm like, dude, just tell him, man, you missed the damn fall. I mean, you missed the thing.
Lewis, that's what you was telling me, Lewis. You know, I didn't see it. That's what you was trying to tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he had to do.
In his defense, though, D, I feel like he got put on the spot, man. He ain't know what to say.
Well, that's Jim Gray. What you expect? Jim Gray does that.
But you know what? Let me say this. Before that even happened, how many times have you seen them let Jim Gray interview the referee?
Exactly.
You know what happened? Larry Hazard told him, "No, you go up there and ask that question because this on you." Because they all saw what happened.
Yeah.
Larry Hazard put him on the spot, which he should have.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they gotta clean that up, man. They gotta vet him better, man.
Because that could cause guys a fight. You know, that one round.
Well, it caused him that fight.
Yeah, it did actually end up causing him the fight. So yeah.
And I wanted the dude to win.
Exactly. He asked the man the question 10 times, Lou. Yeah. Man said, well, I ain't see it. In live fire, I see he didn't because he was behind him. Yeah. But when they showed you that on the monitor, come on, man. I like
I'm out of position. I didn't see it. But that man's career now, that man might have lost the opportunity for a world champion to feed his family anything.
Yep. Exactly.
But that's one of the things in boxing. We take the good, we take the bad, man. Yeah. Just you want to always be on the good side of boxing, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, y'all. Monica fired up now, Jalil. You done did it, man. I ain't do it. She say, what do you mean almost out the door? This is not Keith Thurman, baby. But okay.
When I say out the door, when I say out the door, I mean, you know, as far as age, you know, he's about to call it quits. He got a family, man.
Yeah,
and when you think about guys that been doing this at the top of the game, like Bud, he started boxing at 8 years old. He's in his mid 30s. You know, let's say he does retire at 40. That means he gave the boxing game 30 years of his life that he can't never get back. So at some point he takes it into mind, because I know I even take it into mind. I'm 3 fights in. And I already mentally have a game plan for my career as far as, you know, how much I'm going to fight, how many fights I'm going to fight, you know, who I'm going to fight, you know. So he definitely, I know he's definitely thinking about it, and he's thinking about, you know, cashing out and, you know, getting out of here, because as much as we love to impress the fans or put on a show for the fans, I know he want to be able to walk and talk the same way he did 10 or 20 years ago. So yeah, that's the whole part of him, you know, thinking about calling it quits, or at least I would think he was thinking about calling it quits.
I totally agree.
He got 1 or 2 big paydays left.
That's what I said. Yep, that's the 3. I said no more than 3 fights is what I said.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah, after that, I've been telling everybody, he ain't got the motivation no more. He live in Omaha, Nebraska. I've been there twice. Ain't nothing to do out there, motherfucker. Nothing at all but wood.
It goes back to me talking about the marketing piece.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, look, this guy, Lewis, he went to Nebraska a couple of months ago. He said, Lou, it ain't nothing to do up here. I was like, nothing? He said, man, it ain't nothing to do up here.
I heard it.
I went to college. I went to the University of Kansas College. So trust me, I know that area out there.
I heard it ain't nothing but the Nebraska Cornhuskers. If it ain't football season, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Warzone in the house say, what's up, champ? Blessings, man. And hey, Dirk, this question for you, champ. You say, hey, Dirk, you still can hit them Congos, man? You still can fit on them Congos?
Yeah, I can still work a little bit. You know, I retired I guess it's been about 4.5 years, man. I can still boogie.
See, we know everything on this channel, baby.
Yes, we do. We do our research.
Yeah, man. So We got the champ, the future champ in here. We got Dirk in here, man. We ain't gonna hold much longer, man. So y'all better get no questions because the champ got go. I know he hungry. I know he hungry.
Oh, he actually in the gym right now.
I know. He said it.
I'm in the gym right now. I'm just in the office.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. So, hey, now that she just mentioned Keith Thurman, and I wanted to get both you guys' perspective on this. Keith Thurman, his last fight, he lost to Pacquiao. We know that. You was at the fight. He came back after 2.5, 3 year layoff. He got a medium class fight, I could say, Barrios, right? And a lot of people was giving him flack for that. They'd be giving Big Fella a hard time, but I told him, I said, stay away from that because I felt like he earned the right to be able to slide his feet back in. What are your thoughts on that?
3 years off, man. Come on.
3 years off.
3 years off, and we can honestly say he's never ducked anybody.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah.
He never ducked nobody. He any fight they offered him, he took it. You know, so I feel like he should be given a pass for coming in. And I don't even think that's giving him a pass because Barrios can fight. Just because Tank dismantled him the way he did doesn't mean he can't fight. Tank is a once in a lifetime type of fighter. You might not see another Tank for another 100-something years. So yeah. So
I'll say this. He got his hands full with Barrios.
Okay.
Man, he gonna knock that dude until tomorrow.
Ooh.
Man, he gonna knock that dude until tomorrow. Second of all, the dude ain't even taking a drug test. Enough. Barrios on that stuff, man.
The old Keith, I would say yes, but because the layoff and the shoulder, we don't know what's going on with the shoulder. It's gonna be a great fight, though.
Yeah.
It's a good fight.
I know.
But don't be surprised if Barrio beat him, and I wouldn't even call it an upset.
Ooh.
I know the last time I seen Keith Thurman fight in person was when he fought Josecito Lopez, and he ain't look like the Keith Thurman that we remember. So
yeah.
I'm calling the timeout, Lewis. I'm calling the timeout. Derek, on this panel, on this podcast, we got a black book.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in here, we get their predictions. So I want to get both of you guys' predictions before y'all go on the Mario Barrios and the Keith Thurman fight. I want to get your predictions if you feel safe with getting a round.
Mario Barrios.
What you got?
I got Barrios.
And a knockout.
Man, he don't really believe that, man.
Yeah.
We gonna come back on here after that fight.
I hope so.
I think I gotta go with Mario Barrios by split decision.
What? Man, what is wrong with y'all, man? Oh my God.
There's two parts to this because every time the fight is over with, we reach back out to you guys and say, I told you so. So
hey, I don't want to change your number or nothing. I'm coming. You know, I go to Vegas all the time. I'm gonna find you somewhere, Chan. Don't be hiding either.
We in town. We in town.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Yeah, we in.
Hey, Warzone want to know, man, what's next for you, champ?
Man, I was supposed to be fighting next month, but due to COVID restrictions in DC, the fight card ended up getting postponed to a later date that has not been put out yet. But I'm staying in the gym. I'm gonna stay grinding. So when I do get a date, I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, he will have a date very, very soon.
Okay.
Me, Leonard, and Floyd actually talked. Today is Wednesday, on Monday night. So we got a date. We got a date coming very soon. But he will probably fight 4 to 5 times this year.
Oh, that's
so
good.
We're looking at March right now, and then he will definitely come. He would definitely be fighting in May here in DC.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dirk. See, you don't only get Boston questions on here, baby. Jamal say, ask Dirk, who the best Congo player? I say Smoke.
I still got to go with my fam. Go Mickey.
Go Mickey, man. Go
Hey,
Mickey.
You can't go wrong with Mickey.
I still got to go with Mick, and I got and I love Smoke. I think Mickey, Hot Sauce, and Smoke. They're my 3.
That's my boy, Hot Sauce. We grew up together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. I forgot all about Mickey though. Mickey still playing?
Yeah, Mick's still playing.
Yeah, he's still doing it, man.
Oh my God. Hey, Dirk, I'm gonna ask you another question, man. I get on Devin Haney a lot. They think I be getting on them. You know, they think I'm a Devin Haney hater. You know what I mean? You know, I really don't like the kid because he really pissed me off now. But I know he got a little bit of skills, man. But Devin Haney, who you rather see him fight? Out of anybody at 35, who would you want to see him fight? Both of y'all. Let's take Tank out the equation because Tank gonna beat his ass. So let's talk about somebody else.
Yeah, he can't beat Tank. I mean,
honestly,
he just can't beat Tank.
AD, he said he want Antoine Russell. He could get
saw that today. And they look at, if he doesn't get the Kambosos fight, which I don't believe he will, then he said he want to fight Antoine.
He just yapping his mouth, Dirk.
For him.
Dirk, he just running his mouth. Regis called him at 140. He ain't go up and fight Regis.
True.
He a smart man.
Now, he's going to have problems if he get there with Antoine.
Yes, he is.
He going to have problems.
Oh, yeah, man. Miss Sexy, I will be rooting for you, man. But, yeah, man, Champ, man, thanks for coming on the Rebuttal Entertainment, man. And when Barrio get his ass knocked out, please don't answer the phone. I'm getting the phone number. I'm calling collect. I'm just going to say, this is Rebuttal, baby. Next time, listen to me, Champ.
Man, hey, I definitely want to hear from you if he do end up putting this win out. I definitely want.
If it do, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a link so y'all can come bum rush the show. I don't care what day it is. It's coming bum rush the show.
Hey, I'm definitely coming on here if he get that win, man.
That's right.
Exactly, man. You got some social media or anything you want to give the fans, man?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Jalil_Hackett. Follow me on Twitter at Jalil Major HCKTT. You can follow me on Facebook at Jalil Major Hackett. You know, thank y'all for bring me on y'all platform.
Man, look, man, DC, man.
DC _TMT.
That's right, man.
Man.
That's right. Y'all heard it first, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime this DC. You know, we all in the same area, baby. So, I got much love for y'all, man. So man, whenever you want to come on anytime.
Definitely appreciate y'all having us, man. This was wonderful, man. Definitely, anytime you need us on, want us on, man, we'll definitely make time for you.
That's right. Hey, look, you see what's behind me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look, young fella, I don't do this very often. I don't change my backdrop very often. I'm always got a picture of myself because I'm full of myself. You know what I'm saying? So I said today I'm gonna make an exception. I'm gonna put this young guy up here and let him know that it's levels to it, man. And I'm proud of what you've done, what you've become. Me being more impressed with the scholar part of it, you know what I'm saying? The school part, that's what impressed me the most, And with you, Dirk, we appreciate you for coming in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff I learned, from you guys just being on the platform today. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all. If y'all want to get anything off y'all chest, you beefing with somebody, you want to get a question or answer.
I got it all. Just tell me.
Right.
What you can't say, remember this. What you can't say, I will say for you, champ.
Oh, I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say it. And that's one thing I can say. D is say
it. Yeah.
Hey, I believe he will. Look, when he start giving you a hard time to tell you, go, know what we're going to do? We're going to put some congos in there. Say, here, nigga, play some congos.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man. All right, man. Thanks again for coming on, man. We really appreciate it, man.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man.
All right, champ.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Oh, man. There you go, man. There you go. Jalil Hackett Thurman in the house, man. Like family. Hey, it's like family, Lou.
Yeah, I felt like I was just at the barbershop just talking trash, man. That's what I feel like I was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, everybody out there, if you just get in here, start off by dropping a like, man. And let's give Big Fella a round of applause, man. He had to make an adjustments on the go. If you realize his screen ain't the same as it was yesterday, because the man had to go live. And that's what you do when you love what you do. You get a roadblock, but you say, fuck it. I still got to go on, and I'm going to go live, and that's how we doing it, man. So, yeah, kudos to you, man.
You got to find a way, man. You got to find a way, man. Lou, can you believe they said Mario?
Hey.
Oh, baby. Boy, wait a minute. See, I know what I should have did, Lou. I should have pulled my thing up on him, Lou, but, I you know what I'm talking about. I should have pulled the board. Hey, I'm on the phone. I'm just working the phone. You know, I should have did this to him, Luke.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but another good interview, Lou, man. I mean, I can't wait till Younger gonna be nice, Lou. Younger gonna be nice, man. He told, you know, I know Monica ready to cry because Bud gonna retire. He might retire before then, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good, man. I mean, I think his career just gonna keep skyrocketing.
Yeah. But you know, Dirk said something that was real, you know, it made a lot of sense. When Younger get up there, it's gonna be all cleaned up. So it's gonna be like new grass growing on the platform, man. So I look forward to that. That's fighters like this, when they come on the show, it just lets you know that boxing is in good hands, man. Because you look at how young they are, and they got a promising career, man. I just love it, man. I love it. And to be able to interview them and talk to them, man, and pick their minds, I love it.
Dirk in the chat now. The money team, Mayweather Promotions.
That's right, baby. Keep it moving.
I should have bet him, Lou. I should have bet him. Look, I should have said, keep them win. You got to come on live, pay them Congos, see if you still got it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Tony say, don't start crying, whatever. Will still say, love it. Yeah, man, I'm on the phone going live. That's right. How we rolling, baby. Wi-Fi to kick the bucket everywhere, but I got 5G, baby. That's all that matters.
Yeah, buddy. And it was kind of clear, too.
It's crystal clear.
Yeah.
Warzone say Thurman going to school that Younger. Yeah, he is, Warzone. Monica say, what weight class he in? The same weight class as Bud.
That's why he said Bud he was basically giving him a silent warning. You better get out of there before I get up there.
Oh man, the same weight class as Bud. Mr. Man say, salute Dirk. Make sure you subscribe and tell your friends, man. Dirk's still in here. Yeah. Monica said 140, 135, 147. He had 47. And look, Dirk say, you got a bet, champ. All right, Luke, get the Congos, baby. Oh, we're going to get him. Oh, we going to get him, man. Yeah, man. What, man, Lou, man. A lot of stuff going on in boxing, too, Lou.
Yes, it is.
A lot of stuff, man. Devin talking that crap. I hope that fight. Oh, you know I'm about to go. Oh, you know what we doing. What's the day? You know what we doing tomorrow, Lou.
Yeah.
No, my God.
We talking Devin and Antoine Russell.
You know it.
Yeah. And I think, did you see Dirk and Jalil's face when we said that and we brought that up? He was like, he got some trouble on his hand.
Jalil said, you better stay away from him.
Yeah.
Hey, so I went back and watched 2 of the tapes, right? Of Antoine Russell. Lou, the dude is bigger, stronger. He's not faster. Bigger, stronger, and still got the same mobility as his brother. Just think, Lou, and he 5'10", 5'11".
I think that's gonna pay. Yeah, exactly, and that's gonna pay dividend, man. Because when you tall like that, you can carry your weight a little better. I just felt like the taller guys with muscle structure have a better chance of making the weight than the younger, the smaller, stockier guys. That's just my take, but just that fight alone, man, is good. We bring it up and we break it down when it comes down when they sign the contract, and I just look forward to these fights, man.
You know,
ways we gonna benefit from it.
Exactly. Hey, look, the Boston guys are listening, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Earthday Boots and Antoine be the old heads. Yeah, exactly, man. You know that's what Monica say, please. All right. Man, I tell you what, a good interview, man. I think Young gonna be good, man.
Yes,
I think
he is.
Got a head on his shoulder already, man. You know, got Dirk and Leonard. Dirk, if you listening, man, we trying to get Ellaby up in here. You know, tell him don't forget about his roots. Oh man, Carissa signed with the money team? No.
Not that I heard. I didn't hear it.
No, she signed from somebody overseas, Eddie Hearn or somebody. Bud and Thurman on their way out. Yeah, there is. I mean, it's true. There is on their way out.
Because you gotta look at the age, dude. You got these young tigers coming up. Man, you better get on. You better get your money. That's why I said those 4 fighters, they need to fight each other and get on up out of there before them youngsters get up there. That's
and
it.
They coming. They coming. This thing, all them monsters at 40, they gonna eventually move up to 47.
Hey, look, they gonna climb up the ladder, baby.
Hey, man, I'm with you, man. Because like we said, I say 2 years, Thurman gonna be gone. Earl gonna move up to 54, and after he feel them punching his ass, he gonna retire too. He done been through too much, man. You know what I mean? He been through a lot. You know,
yes, indeed.
Monica say those knuckles look dangerous.
I said only Monica gonna ask that question.
I'm telling you, Monica don't have no cut card.
She don't.
He read in the scene. He show getting better and better. Yeah, man, we trying to do it. Y'all, don't forget, y'all. We on the road to 1,000, man. Now we got Dirk up in the mix. I know we about to hit it. We're gonna have all the money team subscribe to the Rebuttal Entertainment. You know what I mean?
We at 800 right now, champ.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, Dirk say, I'll holler at him tonight and get him on here. Yeah, cause I called him out on Twitter. Say, Leonard, can DC get an interview? He said, yeah, just send it to the Mayweather promote. Man, I send their ass 2 things. It's been 3 months.
I think they'll be on here. Once they see the Rebuttal Entertainment, man, they're going to feel the love, the DC love, and they'll come on. I think in due time, they'll be here, man. I really feel like that.
So, since these fights coming up, man, which one you might be looking forward to now?
I told you, man. It's something about Thurman, man. Are we thinking past Thurman? Or
we never think past one time.
Okay.
Come on, Lou.
Okay. I wanted to make sure we was clear. I'm looking forward to the Thurman fight, man, because you know why though? Because Dirk and Jalil said that Barrios gonna win. So guess what that do? They add suspense to the fight. Jalil and Dirk are just not average guys. They're up in the boxing world, so they know things. They know about boxing, so that adds the thrill to the fight. So now I want to see it even more.
Yeah, they asked me was I going live and do the comment. I said, hell no, keep Thurman fighting. Nigga, y'all do I ain't going on live. You know, y'all want to go live? I'll send y'all a link. Y'all do it yourself. I'll be in the house, my foot up eating some popcorn.
That's right. Hey, Monica, we're gonna have to have him hooked up to a blood monitor, man. For this fight, he gonna be
nah, not this one. Nah. If it was Crawford or Earl Spence, then maybe.
Okay.
Nah, man, come on, man. You know, but you know what I tell you? If he lose, what I tell you, I want him
to retire.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't play around. That's one of my favorite fighter. But if he loses to Mario Barrios, I don't care how long he been out. He need to retire. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So, Lou, are you confused? You know he isn't giving it up on speaking on one time.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear. I wanted to make sure I was speaking clear. That's all, Tony. That's it.
Oh, y'all got joke, boy. Hey, Lou, you know they love it when somebody say something bad about Thurman. Boy.
They do, man. They do. They like getting the rise out of you, champ.
Look, I guess they feel I get on Buzz so much. You know what I mean? And so they say, hey, need somebody getting on Thurman. Yeah, it was on. Salute to the money team, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
They do that thing. You know what I mean? First thing, money, they gonna get it together, man. They gonna get together, man. You know, Tank gonna get these fights. We just gotta be patient. Hey, one thing. Floyd said that he is doing. He said he's gonna build Tank bank account up. He building that motherfucker up.
Yes, he is. Like dominoes, stacking them up.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Mr. Man say, man, you should go live the Rebuttal. Your fans want to watch with you, champ. No, they don't. He only want star shit.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna have a parlay, baby. Parlay on not on. I ain't even gonna put one on him. That's the much confidence I got. You out your mind, man. Ain't put no parlay on Barrios, man. Lou, what's over to do? Lou, Devin Haney, Gary Antoine Russell. Break it down.
Man, like you said, man, Gary Antoine Russell, man. I think he stops Devin Haney, man, because from what I see, Devin Haney don't have anything that can keep him off of him, Lewis. If Devin Haney had a little power, people out there, if y'all listening, you got to understand, if a fighter is not, if you don't have the power to keep that straight ahead fighter coming to you, you in trouble. And this is the fight where I could say, honestly, Haney doesn't have anything to keep Antoine Russell off of him. So
he do. Yes, he do, Lou.
What he got? He
got the Rigo.
You can only run for so long, man. One thing that I was going to say is Antoine Russell, the Russell family, they good at cutting the ring off. Look at his last 2 fights. He's real good at cutting the ring. You're not going to run from him. He's going to cut that ring off on Devin Haney. And I'm willing to early to say that it might be an early stoppage, man. Maybe 7 or 8 rounds.
Exactly, man. And I always tell you, go back and watch the tape. When I tell you, all them Russell southpaws, that left hand, and Devin always pivoting to the right, baby. He's pivoting, he's gonna pivot right into it. You know what I mean? But these, some of these guys out here, you know what I mean, a lot of these podcasters, a lot of them, they have Bill Haney on the show and stuff like that, so they feel obligated. They can't say, they say little things negative about, like Ness on Boston Voice, but they don't say too much because Bill always on his show. But let me tell you something. The man is not that great. You know what I mean? To be great, you got to beat great fighters or good fighter. He ain't even beat a good fighter yet. You know what I mean?
So now that we're in that moment, real quick, if he beats Antoine Russell, are you willing to pass out some good cards to him, or what's your?
No, because I really don't know what Antoine Russell bringing to the table.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I tell you one thing: if he start postal, ain't nobody gonna want to fight him. So I'll let you know after the postal fight.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I like the way you. That's fair. That's fair.
That's
fair.
Monica say, "Keep up the good work, Lewis and Lou. Y'all hot."
Thanks, Monica. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Monica. We just striving we need 200 more subscribers to hit that 1,000 goals. Then we really gonna be booking that thing. We be up to 5,000 subscribers,
That's
baby.
right.
We just doing our thing, man. Eric say Russell and 7 KO. Okay.
That's what I said, Eric. 7 or 8.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't think that fight gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. Because I'm gonna say this. He didn't go, like I told Dirk, he didn't go up there to fight Regis Prograis. Why do you think he gonna go up there to fight Devin Haney? Antoine Russell. Big as he is, he should be fighting at 40 anyway.
Yeah, because he's big too. He's tall. Yeah, he's big. That's why I was surprised he's still able to get that 135, man. I'm surprised. But it's time gonna come when he has to move up, Lewis. And like you said, maybe he might get his man strength if he move up to 140. But I always felt like a year ago that he should be at 140.
And you know what? I'm not gonna go to no Devin Haney fight until he fight Tank. Then I'm gonna sit right there in the front row, so when Tank knock his ass out the ring, I can catch him.
How you gonna catch him, dog? Oh man,
nigga talk, man. Dude talks too much stuff, man. You know what I mean? But I understand they're kids, man. But eventually you're gonna have to back that shit up.
Exactly, and that's what I like. And like you said, Lewis, this fight might not happen, but god damn it, let me fantasize and break it down. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Exactly. I don't care. Hey, look, because every time we have a fight that we hypothesize about, we say we don't think it's gonna happen. I write that shit down, and it's a couple times I was like, damn, we ain't even go over that shit. That fight ain't even happen. But I like doing it. So guess what? I'm gonna keep on doing it until the shit happens. How about that? Shit.
Tell him, champ. Exactly. Hey, Monica say, I'm glad I met y'all. Yeah, we glad we met you too.
Yes,
Monica.
we did. Ever since you've been in my life, our life has changed, Monica.
Exactly. And we still trying to figure out why the whole hospital that y'all work at not on the Rebuttal Entertainment. So we ain't gonna get on you yet, but we just trying to figure that out. Jamal say, yes, Mr. Man, we going to live. Fuck that. Y'all gonna make me go live.
That's right.
Y'all must got to connect to my live stream or something.
It's something they ain't telling us, man.
Exactly. Dirk say, stoppage by Russell 7-8 rounds.
That's what I got.
That's what everybody's saying.
That's what I got.
Hey, Lou, let me ask y'all something. Dirk and all y'all, let me ask you. So you think Bill Haney gonna pull a Kenny Porter?
If need be, I think he would, because like Dirk said, at the end of the day, that's his son, and he knows what's best. I mean, nobody wants to. And even Jalil said it. Nobody wants to be in a position where they could have stopped the punch, or that one punch that could put you, take you out of boxing. So with that being said, I think it would if it had to come to that, he would.
Yeah. He better. I'm like, you better have that. You better get that towel on standby. Boy, I can't stand.
Be like Bill, like, dude, throw the towel, man. Throw the towel.
Man, I can't stand that dude, man. You know what I mean? Mr. Man said, "What about me, Monica? Mr. Man, stop being jealous, man. Stop being jealous, champ. God damn." Boy, don't say they'll find a way to win. Yeah, he do, but he ain't gonna find that way, baby. You know what I mean? Look, just think on Warzone. He found a way to win against who? Gamboa. JoJo, that Gary Russell demolished. He only won one round against JoJo in a washed up Lenoir. So what who couldn't find a way to beat them?
Yeah, you know yeah, and that's one thing you look at. Like I find myself sometimes not wanting to look at matchups and who fought who and who did better against who. I look at the styles. I just don't feel like Devin Haney offers enough to keep a fighter as aggressive as Russell offer him. I can't fathom that. Now I ain't saying this. It's impossible for Haney to win, but how it's constructed currently, I just don't think he has the ability.
Yeah, Lou, we're gonna see, Russell stepping up a big challenge. Postal can fight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what he got. But I'm telling you now, he's not posted out early. Devin Bill Haney gonna be like, shoo.
Yeah.
They be like, who? Hey, look, they be like, who said that? We ain't say nothing.
Has this fight set in stone yet? With Post?
No, man. They just talking. They ain't no fight. Nah, hell nah, man.
I'm about to say, did you hear something I didn't hear?
Nah, man, he ain't no fight. They just talking that shit, man. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen. If it do, probably be next year sometime when Devin move his big ass up. Monica say, but no one beat Haney neither. Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, and I give him credit for that, Monica. That's why I say he has a chance, but I just don't feel like it's a great chance, is what I'm saying.
He said, Rucker said he gonna hate no matter what. He said shit.
Well, Irk be putting words in your mouth, don't he?
Yeah, dude. Warzone, yes, sir. Keep grinding, y'all. The Rebuttal Entertainment. That's right, champ. You know what I mean? Oh my God. What you going to say to him, Lou, when you catch him? I'm like, you should have ducked him, son.
You should have been sliding left. You were sliding right, moving back.
You should have ducked him, son. Because you know Tank got that uppercut from what, Lou?
That life-threatening uppercut is what we call it. Life-threatening.
Right. Tank got that life-threatening uppercut, champ. You should have ducked him, man. You know what I mean? So they go, oh, they asshole. I'm sorry for that. Nah, Monica.
Let it out, Monica.
Don't remove it. Nah, this is my channel. You can say whatever you want. Long as you tell these people to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Best up-and-coming podcast in the land of Rebuttal Entertainment. You know what I mean? We just doing our thing, man. We had Mayweather Promotions on here, Big Dirk. We had one of the best up-and-coming fighters, Jalil. I'm going to call him Jalil Cardoza Hackett.
That's right. You know I like that.
Man, let me tell you, when we used to play Cardoza, I hate them. When they score, they be like, touchdown, Cardozo.
Yeah, I ain't care for Cardozo too much. I went to Easton, man. We ain't care for him too much.
I'm telling you, man. Oh, Easton they was too pretty. We beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I went to a pretty school. Yeah, I did. But I know I keep saying this, man, but I was more impressed with Jalil, him in school, man, with finishing it
exactly
in
2 years early.
3.5 APG, man. That's big, man. What that's saying is he like, look, man, like he said, competitive because his father graduated early, his sister graduated early, and that's the competitive in him. But just either ways, man, that floored me right there that he was able to do that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what? I couldn't have did it. I'm too busy out there shooting dice. That's
right.
Oh my God, man. I'm too busy doing that. Irk say only way Devin finds a way to win is if he beats he bets his purse on Gary before the fight. Irk's stupid, man. Man, Lou, man, I'm so happy. I'm in a good mood, Lou, even though my Wi-Fi is out around the house and stuff like that. Cause we going to get these fights, Lou. I told you, 2022, we not playing, Lou.
Yeah. And you know what? And Monica, you're gonna kill me for this, but I wanted to go back on what Dirk was saying, man, when he was here. He said that Terrence Crawford is not marketable. You know what I'm saying? And he broke it down. He's a manager, so he see things for what it is. And it just shed a light on a lot of stuff because, like we said with the ducking and everything, sometimes it don't make business sense. And he elaborated on that, and it helps me throughout the day of being on the podcast. So when you get a question like that, you're able to answer it. So kudos to Dirk for that, for shedding light on that today, man.
Exactly, man, because they know what's going on. You know what I mean? He got inside scoop. You know what I mean? And the blind man can see it, and the blind woman should be able to see it too, but not a blind, crazy woman. You know,
Are
they
you
say,
speaking of a particular name?
no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just gonna think about the question they asked yesterday about do we ever date crazy women? So I guess you know, they were giving us a hint.
Yeah, they giving us a hint.
Yeah, they're giving us a hint. Monica say they say I'm a tomboy at work. They ask me why I watch combat sports.
Man, some women just love it, man. Some
Exactly.
women be on it, man. They be on it. They love box. They love combat sports.
Exactly. Warzone, exactly, champ. That life-threatening uppercut, boy. That motherfucker hit Devin. That little chin. Look, dude, let JoJo rock him. Come on, man. I mean, boy, go back, look at Gary Antoine Russell's last 2 fights. He got quick feet, dude. I mean, he was pivoting like Gary was doing, man. Dude gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice. And you know, I don't really get people to eye test. So, you know, we'll see what he do with Postal.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's gonna be the biggest test for him. But you got to break it down like this. His brother, his older brother, Mr. Gary Russell, is a boxer. So I'm pretty sure they in there shining him up and polishing his boxing skill, his foot, because the boxing skill is all on footwork, man. I'm pretty sure he's good at getting a footwork lesson from Mr. Gary Russell, his older brother.
Yeah, I totally agree. Lou, let me ask you. You think is he getting shoulder surgery, or what he gonna do? He can't call nobody out till he gets shoulder surgery.
Yeah,
Lou. It don't
I
make
was just
sense.
gonna say that. I was just about to say that he has to. Now I'm not in his head, so I don't know if he is, but if he's smart, he is, because it's hard to call somebody out and want to fight. And look at it like this. People might not even want to take a fight with him because it might come up to a thing where they start training camp and he can't go. You got to think of that too. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say, okay, somebody say, let's run it back. Mark said, let's run it back. And then they get in the training camp and he don't have surgery and he got to shut the whole training camp down. That's not a good look. So me personally, I would just get the surgery.
Do it now to get it. And I'm telling you, he said it was a ligament. That is not. It's gonna take 3 months. That's it. 3 months. Yeah, they're more. They're gonna just tell me got rehabilitated. Just strengthen the shoulder. So he needed to take care of it now. You know what I mean? He really need to take care of it now, man. Yeah, man. Jalil got a hit on this shoulder. I agree. Great job, Jalil, man. I mean, really good job. Wow. They have some insight on that. What we got an insight on, Monica? Monica funny. Oh man. She said, but he got back up, family. Yeah, he did. You know. Well, she gonna man.
She gonna defend Bud, man.
Haney showed me he can get back up from a shot. A lot of boxers don't get the chance. Don't duck me, son. Hey, exactly. But you know, when he showed it that he had some heart. He was smart, first of all. He held the last 2 rounds. You know what I mean? If you ain't got it back, you got to hold. Because me and Lou talked about this before. I don't understand, Lou, why when you get knocked down, like when Tyson Fury knocked Wilder down, right? But when Wilder knocked Tyson Fury down, Tyson Fury don't jump straight up.
Nope.
He stay down there and get his cobwebs together. Wilder tried to jump straight up all the time. Why do bosses do that?
Pride, man.
Get on one knee, take the 8 count, and get up.
It's pride. A la Zab Judah versus Costa Zoo. He got up too early, and that made a difference. Because Lewis, I really feel like Zab would have beat Costa Zoo. I just feel like he got caught. I don't think he was really hurt. I think he just jumped the gun of not getting that 8 count. Get your 8 count. You deserve it.
Exactly. I don't know. What do you think would be the competitiveness or what?
Yeah, the fact that somebody, because you got to think, most of the guys who do that, they haven't been knocked down before. Even in the amateurs, they never took an 8 count. And I think Roy Jones had touched on that. He said sometimes you got to learn how to bury your pride and just take the 8 count. Get your noodles together and come back. Fury got knocked down. Remember that overhand right from, I think it was Alexander that hit Fury, black guy.
The black guy, yeah.
Fury did like this. Took his 8 count, let the referee know. It's almost like he practiced it. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And guess what? He get right back out and win the fight. Knock that guy out. So it's pride for me. It's the pride.
Exactly. Another for instance, when Teofimo hit Richard Comey.
Yeah.
He just jumped straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They look like
we should have asked Dirk when he was on here. Is it something you could train? That's what I'm trying to get. We got to get Lou, my man, on here. I keep telling Kiki. We got to get my man what's come on here, man? Charlo trainer.
Oh, Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Shields, man. That's not a question I want to ask Ronnie Shields, man. You know what I mean? Do they train their boxers to get on the knee? You know what I mean? When you down, instead of jumping up, get your cartwheels together. It's stuff we gotta ask these guys, man.
Yeah. Because I'm curious too, because when you jump up like that, you're not giving your body time to gain itself back together. Because once you go down, man, it's just like, oh, your body just discombobulated, and you got to get, like Monica says, boxing IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. But Monica really, he ain't had no other choice. Because if I hit you, you wobbling, you're gonna try to hold me, right?
And not only that, have a corner that when it happens to walk you through it. Like if you get knocked down and your corner's right there, you good, we good, chill, we good. Take the 8. And then, and I think that will make a difference if you had somebody that will, cause shit, you got to get somebody to walk you through that shit, especially if that shit never happened to you before. You be like, fuck,
exactly.
I'm knocked down and shit.
Getting up thinking so early, thinking you want to miss something, man. Sit your ass down there, get your cartwheels together. You know what I mean? Monica said a lot of people don't give Haney his props for that. I give it to him. You gotta be smart when you're boxing. You gotta be smart, man. That was smart of him to do that. They never talk about that he has heart.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
We'll
see. Give him that other stuff.
What's the other stuff, Luke?
The other stuff is the mantle. Like he is the guy. I can't give him that.
Exactly.
He beat. Like he got some guys out there that he need to beat before. And I'm not going to even say that I'll never give it to him, because boxing is the sport where you got to earn it. It's no teammates with you. You in there by yourself. If you earned it, the boxing world will give it to you. That's how I feel. At least that's how I feel.
Exactly. So why do you think they giving it to him? They making him think he's the baddest man on the planet, Lou.
It's the eye test, man. You know what it is.
I don't do.
I think for you, it's you don't hate Devin Haney, and stop me if I'm wrong. It's the fans. It's the build-up of the fans, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Giving him something that he hasn't earned yet. And I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I want to see him in those 50-50 fights, so I can give him the mantle that he so much seeks.
Exactly, man. Because I don't know why they do it, and now he don't even have a belt.
Right.
He got a rainbow belt, a prior belt. You know what I mean? He ain't no champion. Mauricio Suleiman said that Kambosa is the undisputed champion. You know what I mean? But we got a show we about to start doing. It comes the law, the court. You got to come to court. Undisputed. You got to come to court. The rebuttal court session. That's what we're going. It's going to be a court session every month, man. But we're gonna bring some boxers to court, Lou.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we need some jurors. We need some what you call them, the marshals. We need some. We gonna be sending out applications, y'all.
I shouldn't have said it. Now y'all hear me saying, look, timestamp it, Lou. 138. Timestamp
138, 32.
138. So see any other podcast who's listening right now, put that shit down. Y'all's a bunch of asshole bitches.
Hey,
whoever, I don't care who it is.
Hey, look.
You know what I mean?
Let's just say who gonna be our first fighters that we convict and send to probation. Just think about that, the whole setup of it, man.
First one we probably bring to court?
Yeah.
Oh, Bud Crawford. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, man? Monica. I'm sorry. I knew that. That was a setup line right there, Monica.
Yeah,
that was a setup line right there.
Oh my God. Yeah, we bring a Bud Crawford to the rebuttal court. We got to bring him. Court is now in session. And we're going to have J.A., and Mr. Man as the juror. I mean, as the juror, so we won't be biased. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
then
Monica can't be on the juror because she's biased. So we can't have her on the juror, Lou.
And then, in all fairness, we're gonna have 2 judges: bad judge, good judge. So you got a chance. You got 50-50. You get a chance to get probation and not sentencing from away from boxing.
Yeah, get his ass about it. So yeah, oh man, I can't wait. We start this, baby. This thing gonna be fire. Watch what I tell you, Lou. And these niggas gonna try to scope it. Look, boy, I'm telling you, boy, I'm going in on it. I don't care who it is. I'm calling them out.
38-32.
Time stamp it.
Yeah, I gotta remember what video it was.
That's right. It's Jalil Hackett video.
Yeah, that's right. Time stamped.
Exactly. Leo Santa Cruz took a nap. Yeah, he did. Until someone beat Haney, I dare them at this moment. Whatever, Monica. Haney is not like that. Come on, stop letting people get you confused, Monica. Come back down to earth. Come back down to earth. Devin Haney is not like that until he fight quality opponent. You know what I mean? Quality opponent. Like Bud, we ain't think he was like that until he did what? For Sean Porter. But even though we think, you know, I talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I know the man can fight. You know what I mean? We give him a benefit of the doubt. But now he got to fight Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, then he can go.
And
if you go to Charlotte, Monica, you're going to be like this.
Yeah, we really going to have to go down to New Orleans to see about it. Yeah, we're going to have to pick her up from the airport, man, because she ain't going to be able to make it, man. I just hope he stay at I hope he stay at 147 every time, because he's so small, man. At 154, man, that's not a cream puff division. You could just step in and be like, I'm gonna tap my toes in the water. Nah, them piranhas in there, champ. It's piranhas in that water.
Hey, it ain't. Look, he say he's looking for big fish. It ain't nothing but big fish up that motherfucker. So you know he really gonna see big fishes up there. So you know he gonna be saying giant squids and shit like that. Then he better stay where he at. What you better not do that. It's tough to take. Oh yeah, he the first one we bringing to court, baby. We the defendant found Bud guilty on all counts.
That's right up Irk Alley right there, man.
You know it is. Oh, I can't wait, Sean. I can't wait.
Hey, look, you gonna have me at the store looking for one of those judge things. I'm gonna go to Staples tomorrow, man, to get one of those. What they call it, the little click thing for the judge
that you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh Lord, Will still say he the lawyer. I'm the lawyer.
Now you the public defender. Stop playing, Jamal.
So, okay, Monica, you're going to be the one, you can state Bud case. There you go. You can be Bud's lawyer.
There you go.
Monica's going to be Bud's lawyer. Guilty on all charges, Tony said. Y'all funny. Bud bomb. He has to fight a class fight. Yeah, he do. John Porter was a doormat.
Oh, come on, Monica. You can't say that, man.
So, Lou, on the Porter Way podcast, the people on his podcast, his boys, they asked Sean Porter, what was your toughest fight, the best fight you ever had in your toughest fight? What do you think he said?
Thurman.
Why do you think he said Thurman?
Because he can move, he can box. That's why and then he got power.
No, but they talking about what the best fight Sean Porter fought. That's what they asked him.
Sure. That's a good question.
They asked him. But he came right up and said it.
Did he say Spence?
Nope.
Who did he say?
Thurman. I trick Lou said change his mind.
Yeah, because I remember him saying something like that. He said that that was his toughest opponent because of the power.
I know he said Thurman hit the hardest. But what fight he think he did the best in, his best fight ever? He said Keith Thurman.
Yeah, because you got to think he probably trained extra hard because of he was going for the belts, and it was just one of those 50-50 fights. At least that's how he felt. And when you get those 50-50 fights, man, you got to train hard because you know anything can happen in those fights, and you got to be prepared for whatever.
Exactly, man. And I give Sean kudos. Sean picked the, he spit the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Even when Crawford was on there, he spit the truth. Crawford didn't want to hear it,
There's no line in him.
Exactly. Monica say, I won't make it. She ain't gonna make it to court. Oh, you better come defend your bud.
Yeah. We got to get some people to pass out the subpoenas and everything, man. We got a lot of work to do.
But right, Monica Styles say, Bud put Porter to retirement. Hey man, he was already, his mind was mentally gone even before he fought Bud. You know what I mean? So I doubt it, man. Lou, let me tell you some good news, Lou.
Okay.
They still in talks.
Charlo and Canelo. Yeah, I've been keeping my ears on the street on that. It's gaining traction from what I'm understanding. It's gaining traction, and I can't wait for it to happen, man.
Lou, if that fight happened, man, I think I'd be like a big baby.
Shit, you and me both, man. I just think it's a fight that gotta happen.
You know how long we've been waiting to see that?
Mm-hmm. And I was talking to a guy in the store, got him to subscribe to the channel, and he said, why would Canelo fight Charlo? He was like, he's clearly the better fighter. I said, he's a better fighter. I said, but what's wrong with seeing Canelo get hit and lose a round or two? Having him, Canelo being pushed back, having a fighter that can really knock him out, and having his feet, held to the fire like far as competition wise. What's wrong with that? Why we can't see that?
Yeah, I wish I was there. I told him, how you know he's a better fighter? That's why they get in the ring and swing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He fighting a 6-foot guy, got a 7'4" arm reach. You know what I mean? Got power in both hands. You know what I mean? He coming forward just like you coming forward. You know what I mean? But we're that it's gonna be an interesting fight. Danny Garcia would have been a perfect fight for Bud right now.
You know what? I did want to see that fight at one time. I did. I wanted to see that fight at one time.
Eric said they going to fight. Who you talking about, Eric? He said they going to fight.
I think he talking about Charlo and Canelo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I hope so, man. I hope so, because, man, look, we getting the fights, baby. All we need now is Triple G to retire.
Yeah, and get on out the way.
Another Spence buddy on the other side of the street. Oh my God! You heard what Dirk said. I mean, no, you heard what Jalil said. He wish it wasn't no other side of the streets, man. Don't we all? Good God, man. I wish it wasn't that bullshit. But I keep telling y'all, I know business. It's business. Business is business, man. Y'all say that shit now until you run your own company.
Yeah.
Y'all say that shit now until you run your own company. You know what I mean? You running your own company, and your fighter is light skinned Lou and Lamar Peterson, and Anthony Peterson is coming from Top Rank, and he won all the smoke, but Lou and Lamar got the belts. Who you gonna let fight? You keep fighting. That's right, Lou and Lamar. Then you got DeMar Nicholson under he could be under Al Heyman too, and he got the WBO. So I mean, you want to let your people get a chance to get them belts before you let Terrence Crawford come in there and fuck shit up. If he gonna fuck shit up,
if he gonna get it,
it's just business 101.
Yeah, because I remember we first started talking about that, and I was just trying to understand what you were saying. But once I understood, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna keep that shit in my backyard if I can.
Exactly.
Bring one person in and take your shit from your yard and go back to his yard. Nah, we're gonna keep that shit right here.
Exactly. But as fans, we want to see all these guys fight. You know what I mean? But I keep telling people, you gotta stop thinking as a fan if you're a businessman. Yeah. A businessman ain't gonna make that stupid decision.
And that's one thing that I had struggled with at the beginning of doing podcasts. You got to learn how to separate the two. Exactly. I struggled with that early on, but once I came around the corner with it, stuff started to make a lot of sense, business sense,
Lou, it's two things our fans want us to do, Lou. We always just named one, the court joint. 2 is old school, new school. 3 is the personal stuff, man. So you got to, we probably can do it, but not tell so much information about the bad side of boxing.
Yeah, hell yeah. What you mean? You say we not tell every shit? It's gonna automatically come out because it's history. This shit, you can Google this shit. I think what we're gonna do is bring it back up to the surface and chop it up and have people elaborate on it. It's just so much bad stuff that goes on in boxing that I just think that we're just gonna not bring it back to life, but bring it back to the forefront so we can talk about it. That's all we're gonna do. I mean, it's gonna be I agree with you though. It's gonna be some stuff that might draw some criticism, but hey, it happened. It's history. And it's something that I feel like we need to talk about. It's just so much bad stuff, man, with the gloves, the scoring, the sanctioning bodies, and all of this stuff, man. Steroids, all that stuff.
The manager stealing money from each other. People don't know about it, you know what I mean? All that stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Stop talking now. What is Tony talking about, Lou?
You must have said something to piss her off.
I didn't say nothing about Tony. I don't know what the hell she talking about.
I already felt the temperature on that. I already know where it's going.
I ain't said nothing, man. But it's still people in here, man. They like what we talking about.
Right.
Hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. We on our road to 1,000 subs, baby. And we just gonna keep on booking. And Monica say, what if Bud have evidence against Aaron? None of us know yet. Y'all heard, but Bud don't believe everything that is out. That's on his tweet. Hey, I ain't even paying no mind. Well, no, why, Monica? But I can care less.
Yeah, it ain't really moving no mountains over here, because if all this was happening, then why would you resign with him? Or this is something I'm not really in the touch right now. I haven't been paying much now. If something hot was to drop in the pot, we got to talk about it, because that's what we do. But right now, I haven't heard anything that's really going to raise your eyebrows.
Our mother, Lou, said stop talking now because the eyes and ears, guys.
Oh, I see where she going. Thanks, Tony.
Oh man. But Monica, I really don't know, man. If he got evidence to get his little 10 million and be gone, but he is not gonna get another top fighting fighter. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about it. So really, he still can retire though. I mean, either way, he really probably don't care if he win the case, because he get 10 million, right? Plus punitive damages too. So he might get more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if he lose, Lou, he don't get Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? He don't get what's my man Lou, undisputed? Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? He don't get no top ranked fighter. You know what I mean? So Bob, come on, man. You know Bob nasty.
Bob
ain't gonna play that.
He's taking it personal, man.
He gonna take that personal. So Bud put himself in between a rock and a hard place, man. I mean, but you know, I guess he got smart, intelligent lawyers around him and people around him. I guess he don't know. But think of this, Monica, before we get off this live. Think of this. He don't get them, right? He say he's gonna move up, try to fight Charlo. How? Charlo with Al Heyman. So how you gonna fight Charlo and don't fight Earl Spence? Earl Spence with Al Heyman. Keith Thurman with Al Heyman. Don Ugas with Al Heyman. Castano is with Al Heyman, Monica.
I know how he can do it.
How?
Sign a 2 to 3 fight deal. We talked about this for an hour, remember? He gonna have to, because look at the logic. You just named all of these fighters that's in his immediate sight are signed with PBC. So if he signs a 2-fight deal, 3-fight deal, then boom, okay, let's come on in. We get you a fight and keep it in house. That's the only way I feel like it can happen. If he loses to Bob Ehrman in a lawsuit.
Exactly. Because even if he move up, who are you gonna fight? Most of them guys are under Al Heyman. So
for me, it's just a risk moving up.
Lou, we just don't want to see that, huh, Lou?
Nah, man. Look, sign a 2-fight deal, man, and just fight the 2 fights, man. 2 or 3 fights and be up out of there, man. I'm about to stop promoting these damn fights my damn self. Get on my damn nerve.
Oh my God. Monica said, I think not like that. She say, sounds good, Lou. Yeah, Monica, but you know, it's a lot he should have thought about, maybe he already thought about, but 47 and 54 is Al Heyman territory, PBC territory, you know what I mean? So he either, like Lou just said, either he gonna sign with them or he just might retire. But you know, it is what it is. That's his life. You know, I don't care less, Lou. So, Lou, you got any final words you want to say to the people before we get off here?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for chiming in today, man. We had DC Greatness on the Verge today. We had on the podcast, man. So I appreciate everybody who came through. Derek, Jalil, in the chat with Monica, Eric, Warzone. You know who didn't want on here today? Boxing Enthusiast, man. I got to reach out to him. I haven't heard from him in a couple of days. And
I mean, he's been promoting it, but you know, he started by working that night.
Okay. And just everybody else who chimed in today and made our another interview great, man. Just want to thank everybody.
Exactly. Monica say bye. This madness.
Bye.
Monica, it ain't that much madness, Monica. It's just, you know, it is what it is, Monica.
Monica, why you do that? You gonna kick my man out like that? That's dirty, man. That's dirty. But like I said, man, the big fella don't come back. Oh, there he is. Yeah, she just tried to close you off the screen, man.
Oh, that's what she did.
Yeah, just pushed you over, man.
Why would you do that, Monica?
And it's funny because it happened at the same time.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. So thanks everybody for coming in. You know what I mean? There's 2 comments. Thank everybody for coming in. Monica Powers. Another 5 stream was just listening today. Yeah, I seen you in here, Tyrone. You know, I guess you ain't want to say nothing, man. You probably at work though, but you know, man, we appreciate it, man. We got young up and coming Jalil Hackett, Cadoza on, champ. You know, we got a root for him, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we really got to root for the champ, man. We ain't anybody homegrown, you know what I mean? We give him a benefit of the doubt till they start, you know. But you know, he got a head on his shoulder, you know what I mean? And Dirk and Mayweather and Leonard, they gonna keep him you know, head on straight. I knew that was gonna happen. Monica ain't like what Tyrone said last time, so she give him the eyes.
Oh shit. Monica, she be defending her bud, man.
Oh man, exactly. Eric say, I'm proud of y'all killing the game. Yeah, we trying, champ.
Yeah, thanks,
you know?
Eric.
Look, even with no Wi-Fi, baby, I had to find a way, baby.
That's right.
Monica say, y'all better call Tyrone.
Oh man.
Y'all funny, man. She said, I remember you. Yeah, man. But yeah, we can't do this all night with y'all, man. But yeah, Lou. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, man. We're gonna have another 5 show tomorrow. And y'all already know what the that topic gonna be about. You know what that's gonna be about, don't you, Lou?
Yeah, but we can't say that. We're gonna talk backstage.
All right, man. Thanks everybody for coming in, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.